How to install privacy drapes. So to start with, in 2022, from the hardware store, the drape rod holders are too wide. And what that means is, let's say you get out of the shower and you're walking down the hall, okay? Because it's so wide, it doesn't provide the proper privacy. So what you're gonna have to do is cut the length from here to here to halfway. And that way, if you were to get out of the shower and walk down the hall, it provides the proper privacy. So let me try to make this quick, but it's hard to do. This is a very involved process. So from the factory, it comes like this, okay? And it has 2 drywall anchors and 2 screws for mounting, okay? So basically the length is double the length, okay? So from here to here, that's from the factory. The same with this piece, okay? It's double the length. What you're gonna wanna do, measure halfway and then take a paint marker to mark it. Measure halfway, take a paint marker. Then you're gonna wanna put it on a vise, V-I-C-E. You can get them for $20 to $40. Once you put it on a vise, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take a cutoff wheel, but first put on your protective gear, respirator, eye protection, and ear muffs. Okay, it's very loud as well. Put it on the vise, and then you're gonna cut it to size. Once you cut it to size, you're gonna wanna use a grinder attachment. Okay, you wanna sand off all the sharp edges, okay? The same for this, you wanna sand off all the sharp edges once you cut it down to size, okay? And then what you're gonna need to do on the last step is you're gonna have to put this in the vise on the hook, on this flat part. There's not gonna be a hole here, okay? Put it on the vise, wear eye protection. You're gonna have to take, it's called a center punch, and you're gonna have to put a little divot in there with the center punch. And then you're gonna put your drill, small drill bit in, you're gonna drill a little hole, then you're gonna take a bigger drill bit, drill a bigger hole, okay? And then you're good to go. You just install it as normal. However, because you drilled a custom hole, you're gonna have to go to the hardware store and buy a pack of these small bolts with small nuts, okay? It's part of the installation process to hold it. Put the bolt through, put the nut there. You might also need spacers. You can get these at Walmart for about $6. It's actually a really good deal. Once you have those up, then it's just a matter of you using measuring tape, a pencil, a leveler, drywall anchors, and just installing it. So yeah, as you can see, it's a very involved process. I would just like to note that the reason why you don't want to sand sharp edges on a cutoff wheel is because it gets weak on the sides of the plate, and these are really for cutting pipes and metal. One day you might be cutting metal and boom, fragments start to fly off this thing. That's why they say never grind with cutoff wheel. Always use a grinder wheel. Use the side of it. All right, well, I hope this helps somebody, because definitely if you purchase drapes and you're not getting the privacy that you need, it's not your imagination. It's just very hard to find the appropriate length for drape rods. Basically, what they did is they gave way too much length, and they were adjustable, but it was adjustable outwards from there. It's like, no, we need more inwards adjustment. So it's the weirdest thing. They give you these really long drape rod holders, and they say it's adjustable to go out even farther, but usually that's really not what people need. They need it to be adjusted inwards. So, all right, guys, gals.